StopCovid app. It was supposed to be a bright idea that could help prevent a second wave of infections. An app on your smartphone that uses Bluetooth signals to keep track of the devices and therefore the people that you come into contact with. And when it was launched a few weeks ago, the French digital minister said it got off to a flying start.
As of this morning, 600,000 people managed to download the app, so it's a very, very good start.
Well, after a few hiccups perhaps, including a delayed release that saw many people in France accidentally downloading another tracing app, one for Catalonia. Okay, so after a false start, some 2 million people actually did download it. Hurrah, you might think. But given that there are an estimated 47 million people in France with smartphones, that's barely a dip in the ocean. Okay, some 2 million people downloaded it, but almost immediately 460,000 then decided that it wasn't a great idea and deleted it. So we've come out onto the streets of Paris to find out who took the plunge.
Non, pas du tout.
Non, pas du tout.
Non.
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 At all, no.
Non. Non. Oui, tout à fait.
Yes, somebody who's actually downloaded it. But then she said this.
Yes, I downloaded it, but I didn't really understand how it worked. Every time I tried to use it, nothing.
So why was there such resistance to an app that was only supposed to keep you safe from the biggest threat the modern world has ever apparently seen?
I take precautionary measures like a mask, but I have a problem with giving my personal data for this application. It's for that reason I didn't download it.
It's an app for the younger generation. I wasn't interested, unlike younger people who move around a lot for their work.
I didn't take the time to download it. I already live in a safe way, for example. I take a bike and stop taking the metro. I see my friends, but I don't meet a lot of people. I don't have the need to download it.
Because it's a centralized app mainly, and truthfully, I'm quite wary of what will be done with my data. So no, and I'm not fond of the principle behind the app.
That issue over personal data really had the French in a muddle. Civil rights activists were concerned about a threat to the right of privacy, while hundreds of academics voiced fears the data gathered could be repurposed for mass surveillance. But perhaps they had nothing to worry about after all. It's since emerged that only around 68 people informed the platform that they had been infected with COVID, and only 14 users were alerted that they were at risk. That's not gone down well with those we spoke with.
It's a bit of a failure.
Yes, I think that 14 is not many if it was only 14 people who were informed.
It shows it's not as successful as hoped by the authorities. I think that people were a bit wary about this exchange on their mobile. Would you continue to pay for something you don't use? No, I don't think so. Paying for something which is not used, one should ask questions.
Clearly it is. I have a feeling that nobody was thinking the app could work anyway.
France's digital minister has been trying to save face, saying the numbers reflect a decrease in the virus's prevalence. And this is true, the numbers of infections have been steadily declining in France. Cédric O says the app will be useful if there's a new spike in cases. Until then, the French state looks set to pick up a bill of up to 120,000 euros a month for an app that few are using. Charlotte Dubinsky, RT, Paris.